Time to witness the raw power of long-haul legends. Mega Hub is your all-access pass to the world of heavy hauling heroes.
О, красавчик!
When heavy steel starts moving where it shouldn't, you've got milliseconds to decide. That operator chose survival in the blink of an eye. Did they even look before turning? That little truck's reflexes saved the day. 1 second later, and we'd be watching a pileup. Forget gym class. Dodging SUVs should be the new test of agility. This person passed with flying colors. That's the thing about tanks. Treat them wrong, and they'll bite back. A little too much speed, a little too much brake clearance, and boom, collision. A perfect dump with zero wasted motion. This is how you handle massive loads with elegance. Two dismantled Cat 793Ds riding low and long, like metal whales coasting on air. With swing clearances this tight and brake temps rising on every grade, this wasn't just a move, it was a slow-motion test of nerves. That delay before the blast is always the calm before the storm. Hard work leaves its mark. The Cat 320B gave its all, and now it's steaming like a locomotive after a long haul. The 2010 rodeo truck race wasn't just fast, it was pure madness. I can't believe how these drivers controlled those beasts. That moment when the ground gives way and you realize gravity always wins. Quick checks could save tons of trouble. Transporting the Liebherr 984C excavator was no small feat. A 120-ton machine with a towering frame isn't something you just load up and drive off with. It takes careful planning and coordination. The Goldhofer hydraulic trailer and Mayen TGA 41660 did an exceptional job, handling the weight and the challenging 50-kilometer route with ease. Every detail of this operation was calculated, ensuring that this giant was safely transported to its new home at the reclamation site. 4 hours to cover the distance, pure logistics genius in motion. This isn't just winter driving, it's survival in motion. The Scania R500 and G480 don't flinch when frost bites. With retarder systems keeping downhill speed in check and snow chains gripping like claws, these rigs make frozen tundra look like Tuesday. Sometimes it's not about brute force, it's about knowing your limits and adjusting. The way the driver handled that situation was nothing short of incredible. I was practically holding my breath the whole time. That's one way to make space. Just reverse into someone else. Perfectly caught on dash cam. No escape now. Watching the Kirovets push through the snow is like seeing a beast awaken. Slow? Yes. Unstoppable? Absolutely. It's one thing to expect delays. It's another to see entire subway tunnels swallowed by water. Madrid's got a big problem to solve now. When you roll a cold box this size through Toul, you don't just bring a truck, you bring an orchestra of axle lines. 3 full sets? That's rare steel choreography. Voss nailed the balance between brute strength and surgical control. The ground won't stand a chance. Daikon pipeline blasting is on the job.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire in the hole.
Who knew the Tesla Model 3 had a hidden winter sport mode? Sliding like a pro bobsled but staying impressively stable. Now that's a cool twist. Climbing a 7% incline in Schönebeck is no easy feat, but these heavy haulers are more than up to the task. The Titan Schwanner, even with its 250 tons, is still a force to be reckoned with on the hill, showing how versatile these machines are when it comes to challenging terrain. With a mix of MANs pulling 315 tons and FH16s with 90 tons, there's a clear blend of sheer strength and refined power at play here. The FH13 might seem small at 50 tons, but even the lightweights have their place in the chain, proving that every piece of the puzzle matters. When the brakes clock out early, you're suddenly the star of your own comedy chase scene. That desperate sprint to catch the runaway. Pure gold. "80 meters of steel, balanced on a schnabel like a sword on a fingertip, and Tim's the one pulling the strings. That's not just transport, that's a masterclass in long-load logistics. You ever wonder what pure dominance looks like? Boom, Centurion in action. That's not just power, it's a whole statement. What a remarkable sight that must have been. The Cougar wind turbine blades heading to Oyster Bay. The way they took that turn off the N2 and onto the Humansdorp off-ramp was like a masterclass in precision. I can only imagine the challenge it must have been to maneuver such enormous loads through busy highways and tight corners. It's a delicate balance of power, control, and foresight. Every inch counts when you're hauling something so large, but those drivers and their teams, they've got it down to a science. Heart-stopping moment right here. A car dangling off the 9th floor, one slip away from disaster. I can't believe he walked away from that. Now that's a plot twist. She crashes, and the car just decides, "I'm out of here." Never seen a vehicle ghost its owner like that.
Oh boy.
Who needs skis when you have a dozer? That controlled slide is both terrifying and impressive.
Oh no!
Автоколонна движется на Питер.
Moving megaloads through Russia is like playing chess across a country the size of a continent. LLC Spec Grooves knows how to plan 10 moves ahead with the perfect trailer, torque, and timing. Big machines have big problems. One moment you're hauling a sled, next thing you know, you're trapped in mud like a sitting duck. Wyoming doesn't play around.
That sled is close to the fucking water.
Opa, 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 oh!
Talk about a veteran move. The operator jumped out with perfect timing, but that poor crane never had a fighting chance. Oh no. The semi was dancing on ice, but this driver, calm as ever. That kind of control only comes from years behind the wheel. Well, that's one way to learn about icy roads, the hard way. You don't just drive extreme cargo through a country, you build the path. From boosted bridges to downed wires, Transports Hispanos showed how precision and teamwork turn obstacles into milestones. Now that's a battle. The Land Cruiser digging in like a bulldog, and the X-Class fighting back with all its might. This is not just a tug-of-war, it's a pride match. Now this is what I call next-level heavy transport. The Scheuerl-Girder Bridge isn't just another piece of equipment. It's a precision-built powerhouse designed to handle up to 550 tons with remarkable stability. This means Colette can now take on some of the heaviest and most demanding loads out there, pushing efficiency and safety to new heights. Maybe this truck doesn't have rear-view mirrors. Even in trouble, the K700 gets priority. Shows just how critical that beast is when it comes to getting things done. Who says old can't handle heavy? This 1977 modular trailer just showed the new guys how it's done. Moving a 205-ton transformer like it's a Sunday stroll. Steel may age, but craftsmanship doesn't. Watching this feels like waiting for a plot twist in an action movie. Either it lands smoothly, or we're about to witness chaos. Feels like both the tractor driver and the truck driver just got handed the keys on their very first day. What a wild start to independent work. This is how drivers get around the traffic jam on Rogova Street.
Давай. Давай. Так, у нас ездят по газонам, блин. Нормально. Давай. Давай, по газонам приезжают и ездят по газонам. Которая проехала, вот ее номер. Вот она.
The locals warned about this exact situation. Wet roads, heavy loads, in a tight turn. This was never going to end well. Good thing the driver made it out safely. Sharp turn, hard brake, instant disaster. That's not driving. That's playing with lives. Lucky everyone walked away from this one. Triple trailers, 120 tons, and nothing but red dirt for miles. Welcome to Australia's version of express delivery. Road trains dominate the outback, but B doubles hold the line in towns and terminals. This excavator isn't just digging, it's fighting. Every move screams determination and strength.
А он что, на трубу полез? Я думал, он справа будет обходить. Ну, красавчик. Чё так? А тут он уже воды.
Мы сейчас вот сюда и спустимся и вот так.
О, красавчик!
Blasting through that Ford like it's nothing. The Hilux shows why it's the king of off-road, unstoppable even in the Yamal wilderness. When it comes to large-scale mining operations, these two machines are an absolute game-changer. The Liebherr R 9800, with its massive 800,000 kilogram weight and 47.6 cubic meter bucket, is a beast of an excavator. It's built to tear through tough materials, offering the kind of power needed for serious digging. And then there's the Hitachi EH5000. With a 326-ton payload capacity, it's the perfect transport partner. Smooth, efficient, and strong enough to carry massive loads without breaking a sweat. That Cat 312 just pulled the ultimate power move, climbing out of its own hole like a boss. The precision on that arm is next level. That river crossing on the M41, more like a truck-eating riddle. Water up to the wheel arches, no guardrails, and current that doesn't play nice. Tajikistan doesn't just test your driving, it tests your limits. precision, awareness, and nerves of steel. This driver knew exactly what to do when it mattered most. With no room to stop, the driver swerved straight into the construction zone. Split-second decision, pure survival mode. A bit of a shame, but still so satisfying. Why do I feel like I could watch this scene for hours? That sinking moment is a nightmare. Always double-check stability before rolling heavy machines in. This isn't just trucking, it's walking a tightrope on tires. Those cane stacks ride high, and one sharp turn on a cambered rural slope. That's all it takes for gravity to grab the wheel. That's a massive piece of equipment on the move. McAleese Transport is showing once again why they're a top name in heavy haulage. Moving something of this size takes precision, power, and experience, especially when dealing with tight urban routes and infrastructure challenges.
A little bit of tree pruning there. Beautiful. It's good for region.
Whoa, I've never seen a truck built like that just for beaches and boats. It's like the ocean has its own heavy-duty superhero. Speed doesn't always win the race. This driver proved that steady hands and patience are what get the job done safely. That's a wrap. Smash that like, subscribe, and keep your notifications on. Next episode's gonna be wild.